Hello friends, I am Nitesh Pradhan from Virtual Automation Based Online Summer Internship Program. In this video, we will discuss about the LabVIEW. Okay, so what is LabVIEW? As you know, LabVIEW is an acronym of Laboratory Virtual Instrumentation Engineering Workbench. Laboratory Virtual Instrumentation Engineering Workbench, it means if you want to design any kind of engineering concept, automation concept, test concept, instrumentation based concept, any kind of the measuring concepts, so you can design that your concepts on LabVIEW platform. Okay, if you will design that thing in the LabVIEW platform, so you can test okay that's idea very easily. You can modify uh, numbers of time. You can edit, you can change. Okay, and if you will and with that you can improve, enhance the accuracy and efficiency of that program, and you can go near about your outputs. Okay, so what NI said about the LabVIEW. LabVIEW is a graphical programming environment used to develop sophisticated measurement, test, and control system. Okay, LabVIEW is a why graphical programming environment because we don't use any kind of text-based program like C, C++, Java. We don't need any kind of syntax. Okay, LabVIEW interface with wide range of the hardware. So NI has the large range of hardwares like CDEC, Stereo, MyDEC, Myrio, normal DEC. Okay, after that USRP, LVS, okay, WSN network, PXI, PCI, and other hardwares also. Scale across the different targets and OS. You can use with the different targets. You can design the program for the different kind of targets every time. Provide built-in analysis library. Okay, it will provide a built-in analysis library to you. Now LabVIEW, okay, LabVIEW language characteristics. So LabVIEW has core 1 topic and core 2 topic. In the core 1 topic, graphical, data oriented, compile, multi platforms, and synchronization. And the second we will read about the event driven program, threading, objects, multi target, and memory management. So how many kinds of files LabVIEW accommodate? So LabVIEW has commonly what is the meaning of file? File is a just kind of extension. When you save the C file, so the extension is .vi. Okay, .mp4 is also one kind of extension. .vlc is a kind of extension. Dot it's dot gi jpeg is a kind of extension. So LabVIEW has the his own extension. So as we are writing code on the LabVIEW platform, okay, so we call that platform .vi. Okay, we call that platform .vi. Now LabVIEW we use LabVIEW to create projects. So we say whenever we try to save that project, so it's create LV proj. Okay, after that we have custom control. Now we can add folder on the on LabVIEW. We can add some folder with the LabVIEW. So we whenever we try to write any code, so we always use vi file, not lvproj file, not .ctl file, not any other file. We always use .vi file. So .vi file has three things. Okay, .vi file has four parts. First part is front panel, second part is block diagram, then icon, and fourth is connector pen. So let's see which one is the front panel. You know, the gray background platform is a front panel and the white background platform is the block diagram. And now you can see here the topmost platform in the topmost the right top of the front panel. We can find the icon and connector. Okay, so what is the front panel? Front panel is user interface for the vi. Okay, you what is the front panel? The front panel user interface for the vi. You build the front panel with control as input and indicator as a output. Okay, now second part of vi, that is a block diagram. Block diagram contain graphical source and codes. front panel objects appears as a terminal in block diagram. I know you know very well how the front panel terminals appears in the block diagram. Okay, what is the okay, now the fourth things, the third and fourth part of VI, the icon and the connector pen. Icon is the graphical representation of VI. We will know how the icon is the graphical representation of VI. Let's go back. So now you can see here this one. Okay, here we are using multiplier. So this multiplier is a graphical representation of one function, graphical representation of VI. Okay, graphical representation of the one functions. Okay, connector pin. Connector pen map the input and output. So how connector pen map the input and output? Now look at here. Here one. Okay, it is our function. In this function, these are the in this function these are both. Okay, in this function these are the nodes. These are the nodes. Okay, so by using connector pen we configure these nodes. Okay, we configure these nodes as input and outputs. Okay, whenever we design the sub VIs, okay, then at that time we need to configure this input and output nodes. So let's see about the front panel. So front panel front panel contain control and indicators both. Okay, and object style, object types. So let's talk about the front panel again. Front panel contain control and indicators both, like object style first and object type. So object types are boolean, numeric and strings. So let's see. Now the front panel. You can see the front panel like this. This one is our front panel. Okay, complete front panel. So this one is our toolbars. Okay, by using this we can, first one, this one is a run button, this is run continuous button. If your program is present under the under any while loop or for loop, so at that time don't press run continuous button. Okay, if your program is a standalone program, then press run continuous button. If you are using any while loop, so just press run button. Okay, if you are working with any kind of single VIs, at that time you can press the run continuous button. So this is our front panel. We can create our front panel by the controls, this input and indicator as output. So this one is control, this one is control, because we can control these things. This is also control. This is numeric control, boolean control, and this is indicator, numeric indicators. So front panel says controls and indicators. So here numeric, here input device. So which one is the input device? Knob, button and slide. So this one is knob, this one is okay, knob, button and slides. So which one is not? Knob. So this one is knob. Okay, this one is button. Okay, and this one is slide. Okay, supply data to block diagram. Okay, indicators, output device like graph and LEDs. Display data the block diagram acquire or generate. Okay, look at here. Here we have some different object style. This one is the modern style. So in this modern style you can see sine wave form. If you are using one particular idea, so that will look like this sine wave form. This one is for silver, this one is classic, and this one is systems based. Okay, now numeric controls. Come to the numeric controls. Okay, so numeric control is the objects. Which kind of objects? Let's see which kind of object types. Okay, this one is the control and indicators. First we have seen the control and indicators, then after that we see the object style. Now we will read about the object type. So first one is numeric control. The numeric data in a control or indicator can represent numbers of the various types such as integer and floating. So this one is numeric control, this one is indicator. Now increment and decrement button are associated with the numeric control, and the background is white, but the background is gray for the numeric indicator. Same for the boolean control. The boolean control data type represents the data that has only two options, such as true and false. Okay, not only the true and false, on, off, okay, not okay, work done, work not done, true 1 0, okay, a switch off, anything. All those any kind of binary concept, only binaries means two things, binary by 2. Okay, so the boolean data type represent data, represent the data. The boolean data type represent the data that has only two options. Okay, that's two options means two means binary, two options like true, false, on, off, yes, no, okay, not okay, done, not done. Okay, that's kind of things. Use boolean control and indicator to enter and display boolean. Use okay you use boolean control and indicator to enter. Use boolean control and indicator to enter and display. Okay, for the boolean values. Again, you can use boolean control for enter and you can use boolean indicator for display. Okay, the boolean objects simulate switch, push button, and LEDs. Boolean object has a object as simulate, switch button, push button, and LEDs. Okay, either you can switch, either you can push, and LEDs. Okay, string. String data type is a sequence of ASCII characters. String data type has a sequence of ASCII characters. Use string control to revert text from the users, such as the password and username. The string indicators display the text to user. Okay. So now let's see the block. Let's see something about the block diagram. So block diagram contain terminal, wire, node, and contact cell. Block diagram contain the terminal, node, wire, and contact cell. Let's come here. This is a block diagram. In this block diagram, it is completely a block diagram, complete block diagram. It is a toolbar. Now you will find here. This one is our run. This one is our run continue. This one is our abort. This one is post. This one is execution highlight. So let's. Now here we are using the for loop. Now here we are using the for loop. Whenever you will use any kind of for loop or while loop, so press only run button. Don't press any kind of don't press this run continuous button. Okay, so here we are using the while loop. After that, now come here. This one is numeric control terminal. This one is numeric control terminal. The name of numeric control terminal, we have given the name number of measurements. So if we give the number of measurement 10, then this while loop will run 10 times and we will acquire 10 measured value. Okay, so this one is our terminal. This delay multiplier is also terminal. This stop button is also terminal. This is numeric control terminal. It is also numeric control terminal, but it is a boolean control terminal, and it is graph indicator terminal, chart indicator terminal. These are the node. This one is the node. This one is the node, and this one is the node. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 are node. This one are wires. Okay, and if you press Control H, then contact cell will open. So block diagram had terminal. So which one is the terminal? This one is terminal. This one is terminal. Sorry, this one is terminal. This one is terminal. This one is terminal. 4 terminal. Constant. This one is the constant. Okay, this one is the constant. Okay, nodes. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is node 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so node means function and structure. So this structure, node means this whole structure. The name of this structure is case structure. Okay, this one is function and this one is functions. Okay, this one is sub vi. If you will click in this sub vi, so you will find another vi is present in this behind this sub vi. It is just like a recursion program. Okay, now wires and free levels. So this one is wires and the delay multiplier, wait until next millisecond, temperature, chart, stop button, okay, thermometer, and number of measurement. These are the free labels. Okay, so what is the terminal? How can we know? How can we understand? So here we are writing the code for here we are writing one code for area of triangle. So we okay, so we are trying to find the area of triangle. This one is the height. We had designed by using the numeric control. Okay, this one is numeric control. Okay, this one is numeric control also. We have taken 2 numeric controls because how we can Identify because numeric control associated with the increment and decrement sign with the white background. These are numeric indicators. How can we identify with the gray background and no indicator and sorry, increment and decrement node. Now you can see here same level of name, base, so base, height, height. Okay, so this one is the numeric control terminal for base. It is numeric control terminal for height. Okay, terminal of the front panel objects. Terminals are entry and exit port that exchange information between the front panel and block diagram. Okay, analogous to parameter in the text-based programming. It is just analogous. Analogous means it just look like the properties and others are same like the text-based programming. Double click in terminal to locate the corresponding front panel objects. We'll see. So view of the terminals as an icon. By default, whenever you will take the by default, you will find numeric control like this, boolean control like this, and the string control like this. What is the color of numeric? The color of numeric is orange and blue. Okay, and the color of boolean is green, and this is pink. Okay, if you will right click and whenever you will right click on any kind of the terminals, so it will open one shortcut menu. In the shortcut menu, you will find different class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6. Okay, so in the second last class you will see the view as icon. If you will click the view as icon, then it will be changed and look like this. Okay, so node. Now this one is the node. Okay, these both are the node. Okay, the function node. The fundamental operating elements of LabVIEW do not have front panel or block diagram. Okay, function node. Functions are the fundamental operating elements. Okay, in this node don't have any kind of front panel or block diagram, but you have control pins. Okay, if you will double click, okay, double clicking a function, you can select the function only. Function is not open like a VI and sub VI. Okay, no need to know. And what is the sub VI? We will read later. So it is a function. After that, there is some sub VI. Sub VI is a VI within a VI. It's like a program define, declare, and define, declare, and program call. Okay, subroutine kind of concepts. It is an advanced VI, advanced level of VI. This is called express VI. So now look at one to the wires. Wire transfer data between block diagram object. Wire are a different color, style, and thickness. Now depends on their data type. Okay. So look at here. This one is we know very well. This one is for numeric and this one is for numeric. But it is for the float and it is for the integers. We will study what is the difference between float and integers. And it is for string, it is for boolean. So it is just scalar. Scalar means the single value. It is for a 1D array. Okay, the thickness is double. But when you will change 1D to 2D array, so at that time the thickness will be okay. So it is double, but and thickness is reduced. Now context help. Whenever you will press Control H, then you will find. Then it will automatically open the context help. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. We will discuss further